Mama, I've got a question for you.
Go
What
right ahead.
what were some of the cool words? What were some of the hip words? Like, when I was growing up, we had
Back in the day?
yeah, back in the day, when I was growing up here in the States, um, I came to the States when I was 10 years old, and we had words like, hey, that's fresh, man. That's fresh, right?
Or
Like,
solid?
solid. Okay. Okay.
Do you remember that word solid?
Yeah. The solid,
That's solid. That's solid. That's
Yeah.
solid.
We had
That's hip. That
uh,
that was one of our words. That was hip.
yeah. Yeah. That's hip, man. That's hip. That's butter. That's butter, man. That's butter.
Yes, smooth
Remember
as
that?
butter. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I remember
Uh
those. I remember those.
um
I was a '60s child.
uh-huh.
So we had our sayings. I can't pull some of them off of the top of my head. Silent. The reason why I remember silent because my 77-year-old brother still says silent, solid, and we
Yeah.
laugh at him. We say, that we don't use that word anymore. you know, hey, that's solid. That's solid. But
Yeah.
we always had, as a group of people, we always had our words that were
Exactly.
used in our community, which
Exactly.
made it very cool. And every time someone else would pick up our slang, we would
Hmm.
change it.
Right. So then we have words like um that we would for me for a long time the word fresh was that's fresh, like we use that, like that's fresh look, right? Fresh cut,
Oh yeah.
you
I
know
have one.
yeah.
Groovy.
Groove, that's groovy,
That's
yes.
groovy.
But
That was a good one. That was a main one. That was groovy.
yeah, this still
Oh,
this
this is the one my parents hate. Funky. I remember
funky,
when that came
yeah,
out.
funky, yes, funky,
That was
yeah,
funky.
yeah.
My dad thought it was too close to the F word, so he would not
What?
allow us to say funky. My dad was born 1910, so he wasn't ready for these teenagers when we
Yeah,
came along.
yeah. Yeah, your homes. What's up, Holmes?
Oh yeah.
What's up,
Yeah,
Holmes?
what's up, Holmes?
So it's like the reason I'm bringing up these words, right, is us as black people, we take for granted the the lexicon that we bring to the culture, right? To the mainstream culture. Meaning, when we say mainstream, whenever we talk about mainstream, we're talking about something that was privately in our homes, used in our homes, in our communities. Then it was transferred over to other ethnic groups, other people.
Yes,
Okay,
but it usually started with us.
it usually always starts with us. It always starts with us. We frame it. We present it. And then once we present, it can be a word, and then that word will turn into a dance. Then that word will turn into a specific look, right? We'll dress it up a certain
Yes,
way.
yes. Mm-hmm.
1 second, one question. Welcome, family. Welcome, family. Welcome, family. This is your brother Silverback KONGO,
And Mother Bantu.
and this is Mind Theorist, episode 004. Okay, welcome, family. Before we start, I want to say there are two ways. This is like an advertisement. Before we start, let me set the table. Okay, family. Many of you are listening to the Narrowcast. Okay, many of you are listening to the Narrowcast. However, not many of you are subscribed. So there are privileges for statistic wise that are if many of you are viewing this, are viewing the Narrowcast, but you're not subscribed, there are certain things that you're not going to see that are not going to be apparent. Okay, so you're not giving us credit. It's like you're coming to our little corner where we're having our discussion. We invite you. Yes, we want you to listen to the topic, and we hope that you get value. But most of you are not subscribed. Okay, so please do me a favor. I've invited you. I sent you an invitation. You listen to the video. If you like what you're hearing, please subscribe. If you don't like what you're hearing, when I send you this invitation, and you know where I send you the invitation, you can tell me, hey, Silverback, thanks for sending me your videos, but don't send it to me anymore. That would be perfect with me. I will no longer send you my information. Right, Mama? Isn't that fair?
That's correct. That's correct. That's very to the point and very polite.
Right? That's fair because it's like someone who invites you, right, to a party or whatever. You go to the party, you don't eat, you don't engage in the conversation, but you're there. And not only have you went there one time, you've gone there 2 or 3 times, but you don't participate. That's going to make the people wonder why you here, right? It's only fair. If you don't like something, click the like button, okay? Click the like button to say, hey, yeah, I do like what I'm hearing, and I'm also subscribed. If you subscribed, I don't have to send you any longer an invitation every time we put out a video. Okay. Also, if you find value, if you got any value from the content, please do the next thing. That would be what? Comment. Right, Mama. Right. It's
that's right. Comment.
It's just appropriate. You know, it's like if I gave you a gift, say if I bought you a dress, Mama, and I say, hey, Mama, here's a dress, and I see you wearing the dress 2, 3, 4, 5 months, you still wearing the dress, but you didn't make no comment. Oh, I thank you for the outfit. You know, that's a comment, right? Yes, there's there's an understanding. So once I know that you like the dress, the natural impulse will be, what else can I get Mama that she might like? Right?
Yes.
That's just the way it goes.
You want to please her.
Yes. I'm just not going to give you stuff and you don't give me a comment. There's no response, no feedback. That makes no sense. We are a people, we're very expressive, but there's areas within us that is very, very selfish as a people. And these type of habits that don't come, it doesn't come from the Father. It's not our ways. It's not our tradition. These were forced things onto us where we kind of lose our ethics, you know? It's very, very simple. Express, give me your feedback. Whether I'm one of those people. I'm not soft. You can tell me anything you want. Now, I may not respond. I may even tell you, yeah, I don't agree with you. You know, I agree with you or I don't agree with you. It's that simple. Okay, but I like response. That's my love language. My love language is response. Last but not least, right, Mama? Yeah, you know?
That's so true.
Yeah. Last but not least, share. Okay, now the sharing part is the most important part for me. It's very, very important. When I have, and many of you know, I'm always posting. When I find something that's valuable, I send you a video. I don't always send you my videos. No. I I send you all kinds of videos because I'm hoping that you get something out of it, something that's going to elevate you in your human development, in your consciousness. There's got to be elevation. We have to evolve as beings. That's the not only a natural order, that's actually a commandment from the Father. The Father does not want you to stay as a child. You're going to have to grow. And guess what? When you don't, this is proof that the Father wants elevation. Right? You're going to have to die. Right? You're going to have
So true.
You're going to have to die. Mama, I'm going to tell you this. I don't really think that death was a curse.
I don't either. Now that we know the truth about it.
Yeah. I don't think death was a curse. I think for me, death was a way the Father gave us, how do you say, a way to, in order for you to, if there is a first heaven, a second heaven, if there are levels to consciousness, for me, that is death. You die from one stage of things, the things that you learn,
and go to the next.
On that level, you learn the level. Now you have to let those things die. You have to let these things go to evolve to the next level. That's elevation. So for me, there was a time when I was crippled with the fear of death, crippled me. Like, I'm going to forget. I mean, so what's the point of living? Why do I have to die? I mean, listen, it's not like I was having a discussion with anybody. This was just an internal battle. And I believe
a lot of people felt that way and still do feel that way.
Yes, it's something that was presented to me that I didn't feel too good about it. But now that I understand elevation, I embrace death. Okay? I welcome death. Yes. Because I know who I belong to. I know who's the Father, who is in charge. I know the order of things. So I welcome death. In fact, family, recently, my dear, precious, the first love of my life, the first woman. Ooh, I love that woman. I didn't spend too much time with my mom, but I remember very, very young. She was very gentle with me. My mother's love, even though my mother didn't raise me, I was raised by my other mother. I have another mother too, right? And I love them both. Okay, I have my issues with, you have issues with women based on your experience with your mothers, right? But those issues, I understand them very, very clearly. But because I'm human, emotions would stir me some way to feel some kind of way. But there is nothing more important on this world than a woman. And I think even women know that. There's no contention, but I know my position in this world and how the Father structured it. Okay? Especially when it comes to relationship, a woman plays a certain role and a man plays a certain role. The enemy comes to our people, that's a whole different topic altogether, and disrupts the structure. Okay? And that is what's keeping us as a people divided. It's no ideology. It's not about ideology. It's not about politics. It's not even about spirituality, because that's already in it. The enemy has disrupted the family of Baba Mungu. There was an order, right? You look at a kingdom, you look at a nation. Okay, within the nation, there was a father and there was a mother. Those two energies can never be removed or replaced.
Yes.
All right? You go into a school institution, any institution, look at it. There has to be a feminine energy and a masculine energy. And those two energies have to be there. If one is missing, things are out of place. When
They're out of order.
They're out of order. When both are there and there's no understanding, a clear-cut understanding, things are out of order. Okay? So those two energies, those two principles are very, very important. So those principles are disrupted. This is why we don't have order on the planet, the galaxy, however you want to think about it. Okay? So the man plays a role of putting what? Order in place. The woman energy is a very, very powerful energy. It has to be contained. Some people say, oh, that's negative, you're controlling. Yes, well, the devil told you that. Okay?
Yeah, who gave you that information? That's
yes,
what you have to
the devil told you
dig
that.
through and find out who gave you that information.
Okay? So, man, you wanna marry a woman, you wanna be with a woman, yes, understand her power, okay? And then you know how to approach that power. Understand that power. Understand how to maintain that power. Okay? In the streets, we call it in the street, check that power. Check it.
Yeah.
Okay? Because here in the West, the power in the West is a feminine energy. In the Old Testament, they call the woman that was out of control, they called her Jezebel. It wasn't about just her, when we think of Jezebel, people think of her as sexuality. She's a Jezebel, sexual.
As loose.
Yeah, loose.
They think of her as being a loose woman.
Yes. But
the Jezebel spirit was someone that was out of order with divine.
Yes. Yes.
With the divine protocol.
Yeah, it's a
because he gave everyone their position. Everyone had their position, which no position was more important than the other position.
Yes.
The woman's position was just as important as the man's position, and vice versa. But when one is out of order, the whole system is jarred.
Yes, Mama. It's out of order, and it's the wicked one uses the woman energy and then he uses it in a way that it confuses men, because men are very, very clear cut. We understand order. You get a bunch of masculine men around, the first thing they're going to want to know is order. Okay? There's a lot of egos here. Okay, we got to have order. Even the most powerful one say, hey, listen, that energy, the most powerful one, every man's gonna acknowledge that. Not to feel like I'm inferior or anything. No, okay, this man is in charge. He clearly knows how to do this, do that, right? We are task oriented, meaning, okay, if this person can do, if he can do A, B, C, and D, yeah, okay, you know what? I'll listen to him. Okay, because he knows how to do A, B, C, and D. And if I know how to do this, okay, then I'll listen. They'll come to me because I know how to do A, B, C, and D. Okay, so when I see a man that has a lot of feminine energy, guess what? You know what I do? This quote unquote jealousy comes around, right? Because the feminine energy serves a certain order. Yes. Feminine energy contains, the feminine energy is you say jealous. Yes, Baba Mungu says he's a jealous God. That's the feminine energy of the Father. Okay? Mama Bumbaloa. That she creates. That's the energy. Okay? Is a possessive energy. That tries to contain, that contains, right? So
that contains,
yes, that contains. So it's like you have an engineer who drafts, that's masculine energy, it drafts, okay? And then the engineer gives the draft to the technician, that's the feminine energy. The feminine energy puts it together. All right, this is what he said. The builder is yes, mama. She creates any idea that comes about. That's a feminine energy. All right, so that's a whole different. Even though it's a whole different topic, but it goes into the quote of the day. All right, it goes into the quote of the day. The quote of the day says, I'm going to do a little reading for you guys. It's the chakras. You notice in the beginning, we had the chakra. We had the root chakra, okay, which comes into the red. It's the base of the spine in the tailbone area. It's physical identity, stability, grounding, right? It's like the beginning of consciousness, beginning of awareness. Okay? And it says a blocked root chakra can manifest as physical issue like arthritis, constipation, and bladder, or colon problems, or emotionally through feeling insecure about finances or basic needs, well-being, right? Beginning, root chakra. So some people they spend their whole life in the root chakra. They never evolve. They stay there. Okay, next level is the sacral chakra. Just below the belly button, just above the pubic bone. It's the orange energy, which is composed of sexuality, pleasure, creativity, and it manifests itself in issues with the chakra, can be seen via problems with associated organs like urinary tract infections, lower back pain, impotence, right? So it's the inner, right? This energy. Emotionally, this chakra is connected to our feeling of self-worth. Even more specifically, our self-worth around pleasure, sexuality, and creativity. Okay? And then the next chakra is the solar plexus chakra, which it manifests itself in the yellow energy, the upper abdomen, in the stomach area. Okay? And within this particular area, the energies that it is manifested is self-esteem, confidence, right? Blockage in the third chakra are often experienced through digestive issues like ulcers, heartburn, eating disorders, indigestions, right? The chakra of our personal power. This means it's related to our self-esteem and self-confidence. Again, inner. These are the things of inner, right? And in the Bible, it talks about the kingdom of God is with what? Within you. So we're talking about within, right? And the next chakra is the heart chakra, which is the color of it, the energy is green. Okay? And it manifests itself in the chest area, center chest, above the heart, the area called the heart center in some of your yoga classes, right? And within this area, what is manifested is love, compassion, okay? Blocked in our heart chakra, if it's blocked in this area, you can manifest in your physical health through heart problems, asthma, weight issues, often seen even clearly through people's actions. People with heart chakra blocks often put others first to their, if even a detriment to their own. They don't, they focus on others more instead of themselves. Okay? In the middle of the 7 chakras, it bridges the gap between our upper and lower chakras. It also represents our ability to love and connect to others. When out of alignment, it can make us feel lonely, insecure, isolated. Okay? The heart chakra. How well are you connected with others? How well are you connected with your husband, your spouse? How well are you connected with your kids? Do you have issues that are unresolved issues of many, many, many years, unresolved issues with your family member, right? So there's a blockage. And it would also manifest in your relationship with friends. It doesn't matter who it is. It can be your dog, a pet, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's gonna show whether you're compassionate, all right, whether you're able to evaluate yourself on just how you communicate with people. Are you unrepenting? Do you forgive? Are you willing to let go of old issues? The root chakra issues, the base, right? And then we have the throat chakra, which is blue. That energy manifests itself in the blue. Okay? Is the throat chakra, right? Which is communication. See how from love to the throat, right? We go from love, compassion. Now you have to be able to express. And when this is blocked, you're not able to communicate. You can love, you can say you love, but if you don't really know how to express it, there is power in words. As one would expect, the chakra is connected to our ability to communicate verbally, and voice and throat problems, as well as any problems with everything surrounding that area, such as the teeth, gums, right? The mouth, can indicate a blockage. Misalignment can also be seen through dominating conversation. When you're dominating conversation, when you're gossiping, speaking without thinking, having trouble with speaking your mind, right? You speak, but you're not listening. Your expressions are not matching your words. What you're saying is not matching your words. You say you love someone, but your actions don't show it, right? There's a disconnect, right? Are you being true to yourself, or even true to the things that are coming out of you? This is the area. This is the energy. Okay, and then we go to the third eye, the third eye chakra, between the eyes on the forehead, which is why it's also known as the brow chakra, right? The color that's manifested here is the indigo, blackness, darkness. Okay, indigo. Yes. Indigo, right? Intuition, imagination. So we going deep into this particular chakra. It's now everything obviously was within, right? So now you're going deep into thought, into mind, into the mind of the creator. Okay, the subconscious mind. Since this chakra is physically located on the head, blockages can manifest as headaches, issues with sight, concentration, hearing problems, people who have trouble listening to reality, who seem to know it all. I know this. They're just going, running, like misguided energies, who are not in touch with their intuition, may also have a blockage. When open in alignment, It is to the people who follow their intuition and be able to see big picture. Okay? So basically, I usually say to people, I am far-sighted. Okay? And when I speak of the future, what is to come. I don't always speak of what's already here, what I'm doing right now. So when you speak to me, sometimes people, they're just like, okay, let's just focus here. Let's just focus on this here, Silverback. Just focus here. Meanwhile, I'm like ahead of myself, and that can be a problem as well, right? So we have to be we got to be in present. But this is what you call the third eye. The third eye perceives things, right? Imagination requires for you to do a little bit of spiritual traveling, for being forecasting. Okay, the third eye. And last but not least, the crown chakra. Okay, now all of these chakras are what we call elevation. Now, I perceive it as you're dying from one part of what you have known before, one level, in order to graduate to another level. And we're always going to these levels. It doesn't matter if you are physically here on earth, you're still going to these levels. Okay? You can get to a point where when you are like Buddha, where you are the enlightened one, where this particular space that you call earth, this reality cannot contain you because it doesn't even contain the body. This is where you have to eventually become enlightened, right? When Isaiah went and left his children, he left his disciples, he said, I'm going to prepare. My Father has many rooms. Okay? There are many other parables where when he talks about rooms, he's talking about your body. And this body here, once you become enlightened, once you know so much, it cannot contain you. So this particular color is the purple. In the Bible, it talks about wearing purple. It's a righteous. It's a color of righteous.
Royal color.
Royal color, right? It also can be represented as white. This particular chakra, it can be violet or white. Awareness. Okay. This is the manifestation of this chakra. Awareness, intelligence, wisdom. Right? These are a very, very powerful. Wisdom, awareness, these are foundational concepts. Okay? Holiness, foundational. When we said the Baba Mungu is a God of order, that's what we're talking about. Structure, foundation. Okay? And that's an energy that brings law, brings guidance, right? It's just structure. The crown chakra is linked to every other chakra. Therefore, every organ in this system and is affected. Okay, just all of those organs, also our brain, nervous system, it connects. It all represents enlightenment and represents connection to our life's purpose, our spiritual walk, our purpose here in this. You see, foundation. This foundation. There's no other way of putting it. Okay. If you become now, those with blocked crown chakras, okay, may seem narrow-minded, like Narrowcast. We are focused, right? Right? They may seem skeptical. Okay, it may seem critical, stubborn. People say this guy is stubborn. He's so narrow-minded, right? When this chakra is open, it is thought to help keep people or other chakras open, okay, to bring a person's bliss and enlightenment, elevation. All right, family. So this is This is the quote of the day. It's a quote, but it's pretty much the chakra. These are the Muntus, a part of Bantu's spiritual caste systems. Okay, these belong to us. So I'm gonna give you guys what do you call it? A visual, so you can see, you can get yourself. All right, there we go. There you go. Get yourself. We're not asking you to become a Buddhist. It's not about that. I'm just saying that every spiritual principle on this planet comes from the Muntu. Okay?
Yes. And so even that people think it stemmed from Buddhism, it stemmed from Africa.
Yes.
Another thing that was stolen from us. Now, when someone thinks about any type of spirituality, they automatically go to Buddhism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
When Buddhism took it from us, the original people, we
that's
had
right.
this before Buddha came on the scene, and Buddha was black. And
Yeah,
over the years, he got lighter and lighter and lighter.
exactly. You know? So family, it's when mama says they stole it, it meaning they took it and they're not giving credit. Okay? So yes, it's a part of them. Obviously, they are practicing this. But I firmly believe that the Buddhists are practicing their spiritual practice in part, not in totality, in
Yes,
part.
yes.
Okay?
And they're practicing it.
Yeah.
When we as Africans, we don't practice it.
Mm-hmm.
It has been given a negative stem when it comes to the African practicing anything
Mm-hmm.
that's spiritual that belongs to us. So if you see us practicing this, the first thing somebody would say was, "Oh, they're practicing what? Buddhism."
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So let's get back to topic. Let me give you guys a preview here so we can see. All right. So family, the man of wickedness is upon us is the topic of the day. And we start our first day of debate. Okay. So this particular segment is the debate segment of Mind Theorist. And, I wanted Mama to get comfortable because going forward, the topics that we discuss is always going to have two different outlooks, right? We've been taught that if we have different way of thinking, it's negative. No, it's called range. Our minds are not very, very small.
Yes.
We are a diverse people. We have many different cultures, but we can agree to disagree as these people Europeans would say, right? This is the mindset. Agree to disagree. However,
We can respect these others. We can respect each other's opinion.
exactly. And in the hopes to get a thorough analysis of the particular issue or outlook or on any opinion or fact, right? Looking at a situation from a 360-degree lens, okay? Being able to perceive things from the close up and far. Okay, so if I say I'm going to take you up on a high mountain, Mama, I'm taking you high on a mountain, high in a mountain. So visualize this in your mind. We're flying high up the mountain, and then I say, Mama, look down. What do you see?
and you will see a different perspective than the other person sees.
Exactly. Now, when I say, what do you see? You may say, I see light. Meanwhile, I'm looking over here, I see trees, right? So there's
Yeah.
so much to digest visually, okay? Because you are at a altitude,
High altitude.
high
Yeah.
altitude that gives you the freedom to perceive, to inspect, to analyze, to object, okay, to have a rich perception of what you are seeing with your eyes, what you're taking in. So this is what we're going to do with this particular debate. It's not a debate of, oh, this person won the debate, or this person's way of perceiving is greater than, right? It's not at the expense of another. It's just having range. Okay? So we have to train us as a people to have range. Why? Because we are a people that have range. This is why early on, Mama, we were talking about we as a people, we always bring culture. We have a specific lexicon. Why? Because we have range as a people.
Right.
Those other people, they don't have range. They don't give you credit for having range. And that's a problem. If you as an individual don't acknowledge that you have range, then you, my friend, are what? Are imprisoned. You're being contained. You've been shackled. You're supposed to outdo people who don't have range. Okay? You're supposed to see ahead. You're supposed to know how to contain them because they don't have range. When you play chess, you have to have range to play chess. Okay? So I know that what I'm saying to you is, I know that you have range, but you've been conditioned to not illustrate those abilities. What good is it to be a Superman if you can apply power? Right? Superman, the reason Superman is Superman is because they have power and they will illustrate that power. They're going to show power. But many of our people have been shackled, have been conditioned to believe they don't have power. They're not going to say that. They're going to show you that they are afraid of power. Our people are afraid of power. Okay? A lot of our people are afraid of power. So we throw words like, oh, you conceded. Oh, he's showing off. Oh, he wants.
He thinks he's better than
He
us.
thinks he's better than us. Yeah.
That's the big one.
You understand, right? So please humble yourself. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. Yeah. You know? So we misunderstand.
We're like our daddy. We're like Baba. He's wide ranged.
Wide range.
You can't put him in a pinhole, and neither can you put his children in a pinhole. We were taught to subdue our opinions, subdue our speech, subdue ourselves, and don't get out of control. That's what we were taught. That's how we were brainwashed. So a lot of people, they say, well, what's the use for me giving my opinion? So they just go along with the usual consensus.
Yeah.
But we're here I want to hear your opinion on this topic, and I'm sure you want to hear my opinion on this topic. And we might meet in the middle and we might not, but that's okay. That's my opinion, and that's your opinion. I will respect yours, and you will respect mine. And we might feel the same way about a topic. That's okay too.
Yep. Yes. And we have to grow with the idea of having different mindsets, right? But at the end of the day, even when we disagree, there should be some things that are in place as a people that we respect and we hold up and we hold to. Okay, our brothers, our African American brothers, they call it being on code. Okay, meaning yes, we may disagree on this, may disagree on that, but one thing we're going to have to agree on that there is a system in place that oppresses us. And we can no longer accept that system. All right? So therefore, yes, we have different viewpoints, but at the end of the day, if a person does not know what oppresses them, they have to be told, hey man, this is the things that are oppressing us. And you may perceive it this way, perceive it that way. But at the end of the day, this is what it's doing. How do we know? Because A, B, C, and D. Meaning every day we get one of our people gets killed by a specific race soldier. And they're specific every time. It doesn't change. So do you see what I'm seeing? Oh yes, I see what you're seeing. Okay, great. Then I've won a brother. Or, do you see what I'm saying? No, I don't see it. I never see it that way. Okay, then I don't have that brother. Good. It's clear. You're going to go, I'm going to let you go roam over there. You and I, we're not on one accord. So guess what? You see the word differently from me. No problem. No problem. But just remember, the same people that you say you don't see, you don't find them to be a threat, when they come for you, because I warned you so many times and you didn't take my advice, I'm not going to go and help you. I'm going to let your enemy overtake you. Okay? This is where we're heading as a people.
This is where we're heading.
So
rapidly.
Yes. The man of wickedness is upon us. That's the topic. And I'm going to read an article. And then from after that, read the article.
Yeah, I have the article. I have the article pulled up, so go right ahead and read it.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Go ahead, Ma. Read it if you want to read it. You can read it then.
No, you read it. You go ahead and read it.
Okay.
I just pulled it up because I knew we had talked about this particular topic. So yes, I'm just saying I have the article up, so feel free to read it.
Okay. Is it the one on New York Times? I know it's about Neely.
No, this
Jordan Neely, right?
Yeah, this one is on the root.
It's on the root. Okay. Can you text it to me more real quick so I can because I have it on the New York Times. Send me the root one and I'll read that one.
I'm sending it as we speak.
Okay.
So let me copy this and go to the mail. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's a good thing that I've been on the computer for probably 50 years. It's very few things that I do not know about the internet, technology, the phone, the laptop, because I've been doing it for so long. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you'll get it in a second.
You sent it to my email or WhatsApp?
Yeah, you want me to send it to WhatsApp, correct?
Yeah, just a link on WhatsApp, so this way I can just.
Yeah. So what I do is copy. I copy the link and send it to myself so that I can, when it comes to me, I can copy and paste it to WhatsApp.
Okay.
It's the fastest and easy way to do it. Okay, so I'm going to do it now.
All right. Yeah, bear with us, family. Bear with us. We just got 2 different articles. Yes. So please do us a favor, for those of you who are coming or watching at this particular point. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you like what you're hearing, please share it with our brothers and sisters. Please share it.
Okay, you should have it.
All right. Okay, all right. Let me see here. Okay, 1 second. Copy that. All right. Sorry about that. 1 second, family. I got it, but then I lost it. I got it, then I lost it, but now I got it.
Jordan Neely's death isn't just about homelessness,
No,
but how
no,
easy
no.
it is.
Uh-huh.
Not that one?
Oh, no. That's correct. Jordan Neely's
Okay.
death isn't just about homelessness, but how easy it is to kill a black man and get away with it. Okay?
Yeah.
The fact that even writing that is like, wow. All right. So the article says 2 days ago, Daniel Penny, the 24-year-old man who choked Jordan Neely to death on May 1st, the New York City subway was finally arraigned and criminally charged in a Manhattan court. He is facing a felony charge of second-degree manslaughter and could receive up to 15 years in prison. Neely, a homeless man who had a history of mental illness, cried out for food and shelter shortly before Penny approached him from behind. I don't have food. I don't have a drink. I'm fed up. I don't mind going to jail and getting life in prison. I'm ready to die, Neely said, according to witnesses. He never assaulted or physically threatened anyone on the train before the incident. A bystander recorded a killing on his phone in which the former U.S. Marine, the former murderer, placed Neely in deadly chokehold for several minutes. 2 other passengers helped Penny by restraining Neely's arms. Police arrived on the scene and found the victim unconscious. Neely was pronounced dead shortly afterwards. Excuse me. Penny was questioned by authorities and released without any charges being filed. It was only after public outcry that criminal charges were finally brought against him. Neely's death has triggered conversations about the lack of resources in New York for its homeless and mentally ill population, a point that Eric Adam was quick to emphasize in his address about Neely's killing last week. It is time to build a new consensus around what can and must be done for those living with serious mental illness, and to take meaningful action despite resistance and pushback from those who misconstrued our intentions about, Adam said. However, the focus on homelessness serves as a distraction for other real danger Black people face in this country, being killed by a white person for making them feel uneasy.
Uneasy.
Mm-hmm. The extent,
there you go, bam.
Yeah, I feel uneasy. Right? The extent of Neely's mental wellness is still unknown, yet he has been painted as a menace to the same passengers who were watched the life being choked out of him. Instead of helping Neely, they recorded him by being killed and told various outlets how fearful they were by his presence. Wow. During Penny's arraignment, in which he was released after posting $100,000 bail, Assistant District Attorney Joshua Stainglass read from the bail application. Several witnesses observed Mr. Neely making threats and scaring passengers. America has a history of rendering black life worthless. Neely's killing is yet another example of it. And since black folks aren't allowed to be victims, their memories become smeared with racist shaming and stereotypes. Since Neely's death, it has been written that the deceased was on New York's top 50 list of homeless people at risk, that he had a criminal history with more than 40 arrests, that a witness who had watched Neely die thanked Penny for protecting the passengers on the train that day. What needs to be examined is how easy it is, and has always been, for a black person to be killed in this country for no reason by corporates who would never face any accountability. Even if Penny goes to prison, that doesn't undo the fact he took away a black life because of how uncomfortable he felt. And only in America does that discomfort lead to him being labeled a hero. Penny's defense fund has raised over $1 million. Sadly, Neely has joined a long list of black lives lost because of how this country failed him and all of its black citizens on a daily basis. All right, family.
Now, this article was written by a black female journalist. Her name is Candace McDuffie.
McDuffie, yes. On Sunday, May 14th, 2023, at exactly 1:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, family. There we go. So, Mama, perhaps I should go first because I think so this way you can get accustomed to the format. Okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Now,
because I've already typed out what I was going to say and how I was going to respond. So you go right ahead.
Okay. So family, as you can see, we did the quote of the day. We did the quote of the day. Okay, and now I'm going to do my opening statement. Now, for my opening statement, I want you guys to focus on this. And I guess this is why we have a quote unquote debate. Okay, is to have different reference points. Now, if this situation, I want you to consider this, and I would like for you guys to write comments. This is one of the reasons why it's important for us to hear. I want to hear your comment. I just don't want you to watch this particular segment and just take in, okay? Because that's another form of oppression. It's for you to just hear what we're talking, and then you take in, and you just, it's good. It's good to take in things, but yes, we have to express judgment, okay? If you want to make changes in your life, you have to declare it. They say if you want to create a new reality for your life, family, you have to declare it. You have to say, hey, listen, I'm going to build A, B, C, and D. And then you go out and you do it. That's what you call power. Okay? Now, servitude is when you allow things to happen to you and you don't do anything. That's what servants do. Okay? That's what servants do in a system that's oppressive. Our ancestors were slaves, okay? Because they just allowed things to continue. Yes, we had fights. We had, there were rebellions after rebellion after rebellion. This is why we are no longer in slavery. Okay? We stand on their shoulders. However, the reality then and a system that was put in place by force, okay, because he was bidding into generation after generation to establish a system that caters to a specific people. And if we want to undo that system, then guess what? There's going to be rebellion after rebellion after rebellion. Okay, you may call it nice words like, oh, sit in, or they went into they went to march, right? Sometimes to march, there's brutality. Okay? Because we are saying so much things that we don't want. The other side is not listening. So I'm going to say certain things I'm going to say, you're going to have to use your third eye. And it's a good thing we use these chakras today. See, Baba Mungu works perfectly, Mama. Baba Mungu works perfectly. Okay? So.
Yes, he is perfect in every way.
Yes. So this is an opening statement. I want you to perceive this. I want you to understand. Let's not accept. We've been accepting every time we hear a story of one of our people, one of us dying, we've accepted the idea of, okay, we're gonna wait for the quote unquote the judicial system to take action. Okay, we've been waiting for this. This system has failed our people over and over and over and over and over. The question is, what are we going to put in place to disrupt the wicked system that continues to oppress us? Okay, what are you willing to do to fight a system that continues to divide and conquer you? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? Because it's a sacrifice you're gonna have to take. You're gonna have to make. What are you willing to do to overcome the oppression? Okay, a system that's well coordinated to oppress you. They might not say it that we're looking to oppress you, to kill you, to do it. They are doing it. What are you, melanated people? Okay? So this is a question. What are you willing to do? And I turn over to you, Mama. Mama, you there? I think with we either disconnected or
the internet's playing games with me.
Oh, okay.
Because I put it on data, but sometimes the internet will pick it back up.
Ah, okay.
Back in.
Okay. Are we hearing you directly, Mama? Are you in the speaker or are you directly?
Okay, now I turned off the Wi-Fi again. Now I'm back direct.
Oh, okay. So I how do they say in the judicial in the Congress, I yield over to you, Madam Speaker.
You yield the floor. You yield the floor to me.
I yield the floor to you. Yeah, I yield the floor to you, Madam Speaker.
That's it. That's the one. That's the one.
Yes.
My opinion. You want my opinion to what I see, correct?
Yeah, your opening statement. Because we're gonna go into
my opening statement is history always repeats itself. And this is the time that we are coming back around. This time coming back around, we have a different generation that's not going to sit still like our parents did and our grandparents did. Martin Luther King is our grandfather now. We're not going to, we don't have it in us anymore to have a peaceful march. We don't have it anymore as to say we shall overcome. This is the time where we, as this generation that it's happening to us, we are going to have to stand up, not only fight with our words, but we're going to have to, the revolution has to start for us to take back what was stolen from us. Not only was many things stolen from us, but our dignity was stolen from us. The white man, the white woman, and the white child has no respect for the black man, the black woman, and the black child. So this discussion, we're going to dig deep, not only and talk about what's going on in our faces, but what's a solution. There is a solution, and God has given us the solution. So as we dig into this topic and talk and listen to both sides, then we're going to talk about a solution at the end of the Narrowcast. And this is why it's important for people to put their opinions in so that we can come together as a unit, as a people. Mm-hmm. And I yield the floor back. That's my opening statement.